Yesterday, what we discussed?
Yesterday we discussed up to that string concatenation.
Yeah, string
And
up to
that
string.
word, string, that JE word we displayed, na?
Ah, yeah, right. Yesterday we.
Daddy. Daddy. Mommy, daddy.
Yesterday we discussed about basic operations of strings.
Yes, sir.
Addition, multiplication. Sorry, addition, multiplication, integers, floating, complex, and strings. Okay.
Yes.
We performed some string slicing operations, splitting, accessing of string elements, like that we discussed yesterday. Actually, this string is a immutable data type. We can't change the string values. Okay. Once it is declared, we can't change it. It doesn't allow us to change any values. But if you change any value, means the string will be overwritten. Okay. Let me show you how to split the string and how to replace the items in the string. Okay. We discuss these two, then we may complete these strings. Okay. First write first assign string. My string S is assigned to some uh, hello Kishore, how are you? Okay.
Yes, sir.
This is my string, and I'm going to print S.
Daddy. Daddy.
Charging charging. Now if you run this one, this is a string. Okay. Suppose if I want to replace sorry, what it is there? Yeah, this there print. Hello Kishore, how are you? This is my string. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Suppose if I want to replace Kishore with Alok. Okay.
Okay.
Then what I do? I need to use the function as a replace. That is s dot replace. First you need to write the old word. Old word is what? Kishore.
Yes, sir.
Kishore. Then should write the new word. New word is what? Alok.
Hello.
Now that Kishore will be replaced with the Alok. Now I'm going to print as same as print as.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, it is not replaced. So just a minute. Again, S is assigned to. Yeah. Now you see
Yes, sir.
my previous
Hello.
my previous S value is hello Kishore. Now I replaced the Alok with the Kishore with Alok. Okay, now
Yes, sir.
Kishore with Alok. Suppose if you want to replace hello with hi, then what to do? You just use the S equals to S dot replace. What is my old word? Hello.
Hello.
Hello with what? Hi.
Hi.
Now I am going to print same as. Yeah. Hi, Alok. How are you? Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Like that, we can able to replace the string element, but it doesn't. Its string is a immutable data type. It doesn't allow us to change the values. But here, what we are doing here, replacing the new value with a string. But my
Yes, sir.
previous S value, it should be overwritten. Okay. Here, if you print S means here the S value is a hello Kishore, how are you only. Okay.
Yes,
It will
sir.
show us hello Kishore, how are you. Here this S is changed. Suppose I am writing, if you want to understand the difference between those two, means I'm going to replace S dot replace sorry, hello with a hi,
Hi.
hello with hi. Now print here is my S1. Okay,
Sir.
so now
Yes, sir.
you clearly observe that in my S it is hello Kishore, how are you. In my S1, hi Kishore, how are you. Okay, okay, this is S and this is S1. Suppose if you observe these two, the address may be changed, ID may be changed. I will check the ID. Suppose
Yes,
this
sir.
ID, now I am printing printer. Yes,
Yes, sir.
comma ID of S. Okay, here also I'm printing S1 and ID of S1. Both IDs should not be changed. Sorry, same. Both IDs should not be same. But the content in the IDs are different. Okay. Content is different and ID is also different. See here. So what is the ID of S1? So S1 ID is 832. This one, 832.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now the SID is 056. Okay.
Yes, sir.
The content in the S1 is hi Kishore, how are you? And the content in the S is hello Kishore, how are
Hello,
you?
Kishore. How are you?
But I replaced with one so that it is modified. But we can't change the values in the string. Okay, that thing you should remember that. Okay, right.
Yes, sir.
And one more thing should string splitting. Okay, one thing you should remember the string splitting. Suppose what is there in my S? Presently in my S, here my S is hi Kishore, how are you? So I'm going to split this hi Kishore, how are you? So for that we need to write the function as a S dot split. S dot split.
Split.
Yeah. By default it will take the space. Hi Kishore, how are you? Okay, it is splitted.
Okay.
Suppose if you want to, once it is splitted, it will be in the form of that is a list. The type. Suppose if you check here, the type of S means it is a string. Type of S, it is a string type. String, str, str. But if you check, I am going to assign it one to L. Okay. If you run it and print L. So what is my L? L is hi Kishore, how are you?
Yes, sir.
But it is splitted manner. Hi Kishore, how are you? It is in splitted manner. So I just changed splitted value. I changed in L. So now I am going to check the type of L. What is my type of L? Type of L. What is the type of L? Actually, we have a string. We are splitted it, but now it is changed to list.
List.
Okay. So the once if you split the string, it will become the list.
List.
Okay. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Now, okay. I am going to stop my screen sharing. You should execute in your Jupyter notebook.
Okay, sir. Sir, I will share my screen now.
Okay, Kishore. Till now we have discussed about the strings and what are the operations on strings. And the next our next data type is the tuple. tuple also immutable data type. We can't change its values. Okay, it is same as a list, but we can't change its elements. In case of list,
Yes, sir.
we can able to change the elements. Later I will tell you how to change the list elements. But in case of strings and tuples, we can't change the elements. Okay,
Elements.
right. Let us see the declaration of a tuple. Okay,
Yes, sir.
tuple can be declared with its name that should be assigned with item number 1, item number 2. Like that, we can able to assign the items. Okay, previously
Yes,
in case of int, we can able to assign only single value. Okay, here
Yes, sir.
we can assign the multiple values. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so the multiple group of elements, we can say it as a group of elements are enclosed with a bracket. Okay,
Yes, sir.
this is a tuple declaration of tuple. So if you want to check the tuple type, you just type the function type function and use the variable name. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we can also declare the empty tuple also. Okay, if you use the single brackets, it will consider it as an empty tuple. Okay,
Empty.
but
Okay.
as per our requirement, we can change it, but we can't do the modifications in the tuple elements. Okay, that is because it is an immutable element. So let me execute in my Jupyter notebook. Okay.
Yes, sir.
What is our next data type? Tuple.
Tuple.
Okay, tuple. It is a immutable data type. So I am going to assign the tuple to okay, this is my tuple and these are my tuple elements. I am going to print my tuple
Type T.
T. So it will print the group of elements. 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50 are my group elements. So
Yes,
it is also immutable. So let me check the what is the data type of this tuple. Okay, for that we need to type the type. We need to use the type function.
Yes, sir.
Type of T. Okay, because my variable is T. Okay, it contains the tuple elements. So
Yes,
type
sir.
of T is a tuple. It is one more
Tuple.
another data type which is used in the Python. Okay, we have the different data types, but more frequently we will use this tuple.
Yes, sir.
Okay, next I told that we can also declare empty tuple. So empty tuple can be declared with by opening and closing brackets. Okay,
Yes,
now
sir.
this is an empty tuple. It doesn't have any values. Print T. It doesn't show any values, but it is a tuple data type. Now I am going to, I'm making it as a T1 for the sake of understanding. Okay, now print a T1. T1. And now I'm going to check the type of this T1.
Yes, sir.
Type of T1, it is a tuple data type. It will show us tuple. Type
Yes,
of
sir.
T1 is
Yes.
tuple. If we declare any variable with a single quotes, it will show it as a tuple. Okay,
Tuple.
right. Suppose I'm going to do some basic operations on tuple. T is assigned to 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. So I'm going to access let me make it as a T1 and I'm going to access the T1 elements. Means if we want to access the T1 first element means we need to supply its index value. So what is our index value of 10?
1.
1 or 0?
0. 0, 0, 0.
Why is 0?
They start with 0, na, sir.
Yeah. If I want to access the first elements means every time the Python indexing starts from 0 and ends with n minus 1. Okay,
10 minus
so my first element is 10. If I want to access my first element, means I need to supply the first element index value. First element index value is 0. Suppose if I want to access the last element, T1 in my tuple, T1 last element is what?
minus 1.
Out,
Minus 1.
1. Right, good. So my last element is 50. So if I want to access the last element, means we need to supply the index value as -1. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right. You start doing. I'm going to stop my screen sharing. You start doing these two operations. Then after I will tell you some more operations.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Should I share my screen, sir?
Yeah. Okay. My screen is visible to you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Visible.
Okay, right. Now, if you want to find the length of a tuple, what to do? We need to use the length function, len of t. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Suppose we have a two tuples, t1 and t2. If we want to add the two tuples, means we can directly add by using the plus function. Sorry, plus operator. Okay.
Okay, sir.
My screen is visible to you or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Visible.
Suppose if you want to add the two tuples, means tuple concatenation, I think so. Tuple concatenation, we need to use the plus operator. Okay, suppose if you want to print all items in the tuple 3 times, means you should use the multiplier operator, star operator. Okay, star 3
Okay,
means
okay.
it will print 3 times all the elements in the 3 times all the elements in the tuple. So if you use 4 means 4 times, it will print 4 elements. 4 times all the elements 4 times. Okay. Suppose if you want to find the maximum value in my tuple, means we need to use the max. Suppose if you want to find the minimum value, means we need to use the min function. Okay, to find the length of the tuple, means we need to use the len function. Okay, that's all about the tuple. So let me execute in my Jupyter notebook.
Okay, sir.
My T1 is equals to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and 90. Okay. Okay. Now I am going to find the length of my tuple, means I need to use the len function, and also I need to supply my variable name, that is T1. Okay. Length is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. There are the 7 elements are there in my tuple. Okay. Next operation, what to do? We need to find the maximum value. So I want to find the maximum value in my tuple. I need to use the max of. We need to supply the tuple name. Tuple variable name, that is a T1. So maximum value in my tuple is 90. Suppose if I want to find the minimum value in my tuple is, I need to use the min function. So minimum value is 6. Okay.
Okay.
Suppose if I want to add 2 tuples, means first let me declare the another tuple here. Another tuple T2 is equals to some values, that is 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, and 600. Okay, I'm going to add these two. T1, I'm saving it in T3. T3 is equals to T1. We need to use a plus operator for concatenation of tuples. T2.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now I am going to print T3. Okay.
Yes,
so these two are concatenated. Okay. Let us see. This is my first tuple element up to 90, and the next tuple elements are 100, 200, 300, 400, and 600. Suppose if I want to use the length function, if I want to find the length of my new tuple T3, so so that it will show the length. How many elements are there? Total 13 elements are there. Suppose if you want to find the max function of T3, means this is a maximum. What is the maximum value? 600. Okay. If you want to find the minimum value of T3 in my T3 tuple, its value is 6, I think so. It is 6.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay. So like this, we can able to add the two tuples. Okay.
Okay, sir.
If we get a doubt also, we can, if you want to access the first element, I think you know that we need to supply the index value. Suppose if you want to access the elements from 6 to 500, what to do? You want to access the elements from 6 to 500.
500. Yes, sir.
It is saved in T3. So what is my index value of this one? 6.
6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6.
I think we need to count it from 0.
0. 7.
No. It is 0,
5.
1, 5, like as 5 column. This one is the last but one element, na? I will supply -2.
Okay.
Just wait. Insert new cell. Okay, now write. Yeah. 6, 90, 100, 200, 300, and 400. So if I want to access these elements, particular elements, means I need to use the particular index. One more thing I will tell you. Suppose if I want to access from starting index to this fifth index, 6. So what I do? Starting index, I am not declaring the starting index. I am going to declare only ending index. So my ending index value is what? 5.
5.
I'm going to give the 6. Yeah, why I gave 6? Because first index value is included and last index value is excluded. If I give the 5 means it will print up to 100 only. Sorry, 50 only.
Yes, sir.
It will print up to 50 only. Okay, suppose if I want to access from fifth element to last element. Fifth element to last element, I don't know the index value of last element. So I want to access the fifth element to last element, means I should supply fifth element, that is 6 to last value. 6 to last value. So I am leaving this as it is, so that it will print up to last value. So 600 also included. Okay, like that we can able to do the small modifications in the tuple.
Okay.
Okay, na? Any doubt? Up to one more thing I am going to tell you. Suppose I want to print I will declare another tuple, that is a T4. My tuple contains the values of 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay, I am going to print all these values 3 times. Okay, 3 times.
Okay, sir.
So that we need to multiply, use the multiplication operator.
Yes, sir.
And 3 times means use a 3. So this one is the first time all the elements are printed, and second time all the elements are printed, third time all the elements are printed. Okay. Okay. If you want to repeat all the elements in the tuple 3 times, means we need to use the multiplication operator. Suppose if you want to print 4 times, means you need to supply the 4. Okay. 4 times all the elements are printed. Okay, now I am going to stop my screen sharing. You should share your screen and let me execute in your Jupyter notebook. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Are you getting, sir?
Yeah. Just a minute. Yeah. Sure. My next data type is list. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, list also group of elements, but the basic difference between the list and the tuple is in case of list, duplicates are allowed. Okay,
Yes,
list
sir.
is a mutable element. Mutable means we can able to change the list elements. Okay, in case of
Yes, sir.
tuple, we can't change the tuple elements. Okay, list elements can be changed, but if you change it in the list, indexing is important. Okay.
Okay.
Indexing is important, and the list it preserves its values whenever if you change. Okay.
Okay.
And duplicates are allowed. Duplicates are allowed, and heterogeneous objects also allowed. Heterogeneous objects means suppose if you you declare a 1, 2, 3, some decimal numbers, some complex numbers,
Yes,
and strings also in the list. Okay, I will show you how to declare the heterogeneous objects in the list. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now go for the basic declaration of a list. In case of tuple, we used the normal brackets, small brackets. In case of list, we need to use the square brackets.
Square brackets.
Okay, this name indicates the variable name. Name indicates variable name, and list items are it is a decimal items. And suppose I told you that variable heterogeneous objects, na? So heterogeneous objects means we can able to declare string object also here. String that is A. Next B. I can able to declare some complex numbers also. 3 plus 4j. Like that, I can able to declare the heterogeneous objects. Heterogeneous objects are allowed in the list. Okay.
List.
Okay. The basic here we used the square bracket. In case of tuple, we used only normal brackets, small brackets. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So if you want to know the type of a list, sorry, heterogeneous objects are here declared. Na?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
if you want to use the type of list means you need to use the type function to find the type of the L. So next duplicate elements are also allowed in this list. So let me execute, let me declare the list and execute it in my Jupyter notebook. Please wait.
Yes, sir.
So what is there? My list. I'm going to, for simplicity, I'm choosing my variable name is list L or my list. I will use my list. My list equals to the elements should be in square brackets. Group of elements should be in square brackets. 30, 40, 50, and 60 are the my elements in the list. Okay, suppose I am going to print off my list, so that it will print all the values in my list. Okay, suppose I am going to check type of my list. Type of my list. Okay, it is type of list. Okay. Okay, suppose if I want to access the first element in my list, first element means supply the index of the first element 0.
Yes, sir. 0.
Here you should observe that a declaration of list, accessing of list, we need to supply the square brackets.
Big bracket. Square brackets.
Okay. Okay, there is no difference those two. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right. Suppose if I want to access the last element in my list, means I need to supply the -1.
-1.
Okay. Suppose if I want to access a group of elements, slicing, we may call it as a list slicing. So from
Yes,
starting index, I am not declaring starting index. I am going to access the that is 3 elements. My list.
Sir.
First 3 elements. 0 to 3 elements. Total 4 elements are produced. 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, if I want to access some my list values from where some 4th index value to last. Okay,
Yes, sir.
50 and 60, last two elements. Okay,
Yes, sir.
like this we can able to access the list elements. Okay, if you want to find a length len of, you need to supply the variable name mylist. Okay,
Hmm.
so total length is 6. So how many elements are there? 6 elements are there, huh?
6 elements are there.
1 2 3 4 5 and 6 elements are there.
6.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
right. If I want to find the minimum value in my list, use the min function and supply my list.
Yes, sir.
Minimum value is 10. So if I want to find the maximum value in my list, so it supply max function,
Max.
and variable name is my list. Okay, max. So slicing is over, minimum is over, max is over. Okay, now I am going to stop my screen sharing. You share your screen and execute in your Jupyter notebook. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Just a minute.
Okay, sir.
Okay, empty list can be declared with the square brackets. Okay, without elements. Okay, list contains some group of element enclosed with the square brackets. Na? So we can
Yes,
declare
sir.
the empty list. After declaring the empty list, we can able to push the values into the list also. Okay, so suppose if you want to insert a value into the list, means we need to use the append function. So this append function, what it will do now, add a value to the list. Suppose if you use a append 10, means 10 is inserted into this one, this empty list. Okay, suppose if you insert a 90, 30, 100, whatever it may be, if you use an append function, we can, with the help of append function, we can able to insert the values into the list. Okay.
List. Okay, sir.
Okay, next. Suppose if you want to replace some first element in the list
Yes,
with
sir.
some new value, means we need to use the this one. First we need to supply the index of the element, then we should use write the new value. Okay, like this we
Okay.
can able to insert the values into the list. Okay,
Okay.
suppose if you want to remove the elements from the list, we need to use the remove function. Okay, remove,
Okay,
and
sir.
we need to supply the that element value.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
and next one is if you want to find the length of the list, we can find it. And list concatenation. List concatenation means we need like our string concatenation and tuple concatenation. We should use the plus operator for concatenation purpose. Okay, na?
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Now I am going to execute in my Jupyter notebook. Please wait. So print my list. My list, it will print all the values in my list. So here these are my values in the list. First what I am doing is I am appending values into my list. Okay. For that I will declare another list. I am going to declare empty list. I will show you how to declare empty list. This is an empty list declaration. So I am going to append the values into empty list. Okay. Suppose first I will check the type of this L. Type of L. It is of type of list. So I am going to insert the values into that list. So what I do, L dot app in append function, I'm going to insert 20.
Yes, sir.
On it. Now print L. Print L. What is the value in the L? 20.
20.
So now I am going to insert one more element into my L. L dot append 100. Okay.
Yes, sir.
After that, I'm going to print L. Print. Yeah. First element is inserted element is 20 and next inserted element is 100.
100.
Okay. Okay. These two are the elements in my L list. Okay. Suppose if I want to replace 20 with some value, I'm going to replace 20 with some string. Okay. First, what to do? L, I need to supply the index of my element. Index of this 20 is 0. Okay, 0th element can be replaced with Marish.
Okay.
Okay. Now I am going to print my L. Yeah. Now 20 is replaced with Marish. Like that, we can able to replace all the values in my list. Okay, by supplying its index value and assigning some new values.
Okay, sir.
Okay, now next, what to do? Append function. Next, if you want to remove Marish from the list. So what I do? I should use a remove function. L dot remove. I need to supply the index value.
Yes, sir.
Index value is 0. Sorry, I need to supply Marish. So element name. Bad. Print L.
Okay.
Yeah, it is Marish is removed from the L list L. Now we have only one element, that is 100.
100.
Okay, na?
Yes, sir.
Next one is a list concatenation. Suppose we have my list already we declared. Print my list. And also I'm going to print list. Print L. Okay, these two are my lists. I'm going to concatenate these two. First list is 10, 20, 100, 20, 30, 40, 50 and 60. Second list is only 100.
Yes, sir.
This is second list value L. Okay, now I'm going to add these two, my list plus operator for concatenation L.
L.
Yeah, this 100 is added. Okay, suppose if I want to use it an L1 equals to like that, means I will going to print L1. Print L1 means my L1 values are these.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes,
Suppose accessing is over, na?
yes, sir.
Concatenation. This is L1. Next one is what removing is also over.
Yes, sir.
Suppose if you want to find the length means len function, len of L1. L1 it will produce the length of my list. So total 7 elements are there. Okay. Now I'm going to stop my screen sharing. You should execute in your Jupyter notebook.
Okay, sir.
One more thing I will tell you, one more important thing. It allows the duplicates. Duplicates are allowed in the list. So suppose here 10 is there, na? I'm going to insert one more 10 into the list.
Okay.
My L1 contains a 10, na? Suppose by using the append function, append one more 10.
Yes, sir.
Now I'm going to print L1. Yeah, two 10s are there.
Okay.
Suppose if you want to access the first 10 means we need to supply this first 10 index value 0. Suppose if you want to access the last 10 means you need to supply the last 10th element index value.
Yes,
okay, so that is important. That is important in the list. It will preserve the Order is preserved.
Order.
Order is preserved. It will allow the duplicates. Okay.
Okay.
We can able to modify the list elements. So you saw up to now we did all the things. Can able to modify the list element. Suppose if you want to insert this 50 with some other element, means what to do? We need to supply the index value of this 50. Okay. So L1
Dot append.
index value. What is an index value? Index value is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So fourth index value is assigned. New value is assigned to Kishore. Kishore. Now print L1. Yeah. 50 is replaced with Kishore, na?
Yes, sir.
It allows the modifications. Okay, that's why it is a mutable. List is mutable. Okay.
Okay.
Right?
Yes,
You we discussed about the heterogeneous objects now. Here these all are integer type. Okay, this one is a string type and these are
String type.
integer type. Sorry,
Yes,
these
sir.
are integer type. This is string type. These all
String
are
type.
integer type. So
Okay.
it has a different objects. So it allows the heterogeneous objects. Now I am going to stop my screen sharing. You should execute in your Jupyter notebook. Okay.
Okay.